Good afternoon. We are the advertising team for the Americana Car Wash. And to begin, I'd like to introduce our business partner. This is Zachary Goji. He lives in the Inkill community, which is about a mile from Bauchi City proper, so we're going to be using that for a lot of calculations. He wants to start his own car wash, and a big inspiration for this was one time while he was walking down the street, he saw a pregnant woman on the side of the road. This woman, her husband could not pay for any medical bills. So this woman had to eventually give birth to her child with no medical care, just her, maybe her husband. And she ended up dying in labor. And since then, Zachary has been determined to help his community in any way he can. He does not want something like that to happen again. And because of that, he wants to start a new car wash, and he wants to employ 10 apprentices as their own employees. And he wants to make sure they get enough money to feed their family, get an education, and live a comfortable life. Now that I've introduced you to our business partner, I'd like to introduce our team. I'm Brian Treadwell.
I'm Lester Perkins.
My name is Alyssa Holly.
And I'm Alondra Chamorro.
Now we are going to talk about the problems. One main problem is that Zachary has a lack of brand awareness. Not a lot of people are aware of his car wash, and it's mostly his friends and family that know about his car wash and his services. And another problem is that he doesn't have any advertisement. He doesn't have a logo, business name, or anything else to promote his business.
Now, in order to get into the specifics of advertising, we need to know the market he's in. So the total market is about 700,000, which is the population of Bauchi, the Inkill community, and any other surrounding communities near our business partner. Now, the total serviceable available market is 133,000. That's approximately how many cars and car owners there are in Bauchi, how many could potentially be washed. However, the serviceable obtainable market is 1,600, because that's our current estimate of how many cars he'll be able to wash per month, assuming that's how regularly a car owner would get their car washed.
So in order to solve the problem, we need to know more about who will be at the car wash. So most of the people who will be customers at the car wash are people who can afford cars. So majority of the people can afford cars. And with the new materials and new services, more people of different incomes will be able to go to the car wash. Not only that, but Mr. Zachary wants to open this business, like I said earlier, for the people, more because of the people. So he wants to hire 10 acquaintances, which can always change, and this is giving the community more opportunities of jobs, more opportunities to pay their bills, and so this will mostly be who will be our customers. So the solution to our problem begins with advertisement. So we have made a logo, we have made a sign 2.5 by 5, and we have made 100 flyers, which we will distribute in Bauchi Market, which is a very populated area. So more and more people will know about the business, which is amazing. The sign is very flashy. It's totally different from what you regularly see, so it will attract more people as well. Our competitive advantages are very important because now we will have the advertisement that most businesses do not have. More and more people will know about the business, as said earlier. Not only that, but Mr. Zakari has made a reputation for himself. He is known as Mr. Americano. So from working 11 years at a car wash, he has gained his customers, he has gained friends, and he has earned the trust of his community, which now will also be brought to his new business.
This is our logo for Zakari's business. As you can see, we have green inside the logo. The green represents peace and progress. We also have blue inside this logo as well, which represents Zakari's favorite color. And then if you look inside the title, we have a rug replacing the letter I in Americano, and then we also have an H, which is replacing a chair in the word car wash. We did this because even though Zakari's main part of his business is washing cars, we also want to show that he does other things as well, which is cleaning out chairs and cleaning out wood. We also added the title inside the logo as well, as you can see, which is called Americano Car Wash.
Along with the logo, we also made flyers which include all the services that he does. And it also has his phone number and the address of the car wash. We did not include prices in the flyer because his prices vary on how dirty the car is and also the type of car. We also put that the interior and engine cleaning is extra and it doesn't come with the car wash. We also put a deal on the flyer to attract more people so they would want to come. The deal is you get 9 car washes and then you get the 10th for free. And we are also going to put the flyers in the market and all around the market too.
Next is the sign. This sign will go in the front of his business, ready for everyone who passes by to see. And since his business is in a marketplace, there's going to be a lot of people who pass by and see his sign. Now, one big advantage of this sign is that it's colorful and vibrant. And Nigerians tend to appreciate these vibrant colors a lot more because they can be more uncommon sometimes. And another advantage this sign has is that most Nigerian businesses actually don't have much of a sign in the first place. The most they have most of the time is a white cloth with Sharpie on it saying the name of the business. Well, actually, not even the name of the business, the person's name who's running it, and maybe the service they offer. Along with the sign, the logo, and the flyer, all 3 of these were heavily approved and liked by Zakari himself when we showed him on our video calls.
And that is the end of our presentation. We enjoy having y'all. We hope y'all enjoy having us. If you have any questions, you can contact us at our emails and we'll get to y'all right away.
All right, guys, great job again of just really pulling everything together. Just some feedback here. So really good opening story. You did a really good job of talking about like what the drive was. I think that personal story of, even though I thought maybe it was going to come back around to seeing someone whose car was dirty, like that actually, it was something different, but that connection still brought it back to why they're doing the business. So that was really, really good to hear. I also really enjoyed the breakdown of the types of markets you talked about. Availability and obtainment, it's a really good key of like, this is not just all the customers that you could possibly tap into, but you kind of talked about why you targeted those specific figures. So great job on that, and also just connecting that broader market to the community. Really good in having that competitive advantage as well. I think it was a good linkage of like, this is why marketing is so important because it doesn't currently exist and this is what can be done. On the logo explanation, really good job as well of talking about the colors and kind of what that can make people feel. I do think one thing within the, so a few things for the logo I noticed, it was a bit hard. My vision immediately went to kind of what is in the middle of the Americana. Like it wasn't kind of clear that it was a rug. I will say in the middle, your explanation helped in talking about it's more than just cars. It's washing chairs, it's washing rugs and other things. Something maybe considering to add is just even words like all services, we wash what you need or something like that so that it's clear. Another thing was just, I did notice on the sign versus the logo, the fonts look different. So the logo looked like it had more of like a bubble type of font, and then the sign was just, it looked like it was different writing, and that kind of caught my eye. I think maybe on the flyer was really good as well. I liked how you talked about the different services that could be provided. Maybe just 1 or 2 graphics on there just might be helpful as well. But I know it's a menu, but at least it helps in telling people what can be offered. I think everyone spoke, really well, really loud. Just make sure that if you're looking at the screen for something, which is fine, it's a lot to remember, but make sure you just look back when you're talking to the audience so that you're not talking to the screen. But great job, guys, overall.
Yeah, so kind of building off that, I agree with the Americana logo. It was weird. At first, I couldn't really make out what it was. So as Carla mentioned, maybe like Americana Car Wash and more or something, because it really didn't click for me. And that's an issue, especially when you blow these things up. Like I could tell you many things I thought it was, and it was not rug, was not one of them. And then, but overall, really good voice level from everybody. You guys all had speaking parts. Brian, you did a really good job of telling us the story, the background, and all of that. You had a really good voice, very loud, all of those. I think it would help when Alondra, you were talking about the flyer, and you kept telling me it was bright and like catchy and whatever, but it's not on the screen. So I'm going here, well, where is it? I think that would have made more sense. Your audio track would have been along those lines. But yeah, I mean, overall, and with the infrastructure team as well, you all put a good locator for me to understand where the market is, what is, what your actual target audience is. You made a good job of breaking that down. So I know that this is how many people he can expect to see. The only thing I had was for the 9 car washes, get the 10th for free. Are they coming to, like, do you guys know, if do they come once a month? Like, who's keeping track of any car washes? What is it, if you're only getting your car washed once a month, it takes you like 10 months to get your free. Yeah, so maybe but overall, I think the tactic is good. It's just more, it's not really going to make them come often enough unless, I don't know, how many times do you wash your car?
I'm going to talk about that.
Okay,
because
good.
She has no idea how many times we wash our
Okay.
cars.
So that's so disclaimer, I'm not Nigerian, so I don't live there, so I'm very lazy with car washing, so.
I need one now.
Yeah. All right, you guys, I really love the logo though. Before I was thinking that you guys are talking about women, I was kind of like, is it a woman like standing in the middle
it looked
of
like
the
a
logo
woman, yeah.
or something? But your explanation is incredible. Like, I love the definition of the logo. Like, you give it details. And when you talk about like the chairs, I was kind of like, oh, that's what it is. So I was thinking it's just a character, okay? So it's really beautiful. I love it. But on the flyers, all right, just if you can add like a graphic, just like Carla said, because you said he actually washed rugs and, couch and stuff like that. So if you can get like a picture of these 2 items and put them somewhere. So the couch already said it, but there is nothing that it's going to tell people more about the other services that here and there, except that you mentioned them here, right? So putting like the images of that, it's really going to, but apart from that, you guys have really, really done an incredible job. I don't know if it is just me, like, did I see a budget
Yeah, they had it, but the overall badge,
Infrastructure.
the infrastructure had it, they didn't have theirs.
Oh, so you didn't have the budget in your presentation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was thinking that, but you're supposed to have
Yeah.
your budget as well, to break it down like, hey, flyers, we have this, and then we're gonna do this. So don't allow them to steal your stuff, so, but everything looks good. I love the logo. I love the flyers. And as well, I know Carla, she's the expert, so I'm cool with this. But she actually raised a point that the characters need to kind of like go
Yeah, like-
together, you know, so that everything will look uniform, nothing like, okay, I see this and then this one is off. But you guys did amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.